Appsky is a software development company here in Omaha, and we specialize in design, software, and consulting on mobile app and web app projects. We also work on full stack applications, cloud implementations, API integrations, and we're moving into app modernization as well. I was inspired to start Appsky while I was still a student at UNO. I had been able to work on a few side projects as a freelancer and kind of got exposed to that earlier than maybe most would while I was still a student. I got to work on some cool mobile app projects and things like that, and eventually kind of started leaning towards, what does it look like to start building a team or having some additional support and help. And also at the time, I was working on my IT innovation capstone my senior year there for the full year. And Appsky Labs at the time is what it was called. It's not just Appsky now, was my capstone project. So I used that to interview current CEOs in the space of companies that do similar things to what Appsky does. I also interviewed a lot of students because I kind of wanted to take this in a direction of allowing students to get involved earlier, allowing UNO students to get involved earlier in their careers, and do more things like I was able to experience when I was freelancing as a student. So I kind of took that student-led design development shop approach and really identified that there was a niche kind of gap in the market for mobile specifically at the time. And that was kind of what I was really interested in. So just kind of naturally became App, and Korensky is my last name, so that's where we got Appsky. Well, we've been around for 4 years as of this November, so it's a great milestone. Obviously I'd like to keep the doors open here for as long as we possibly can. I think that, we set out for at least a 5-year journey, and so we're coming up on that in the next year here, and we want to hit some good milestones. I think the long-term vision for Appsky itself is to kind of be one of the go-to Midwestern development shops for design, development and consulting, and product market fit, product market launch strategies, lean canvas, agile, those kinds of things is what we focus on with our customers. And so I'd like to grow to a team of potentially 20 to 30, I think is sustainable here in the region. There are quite a few other companies in the area that are indirect competitors. They offer similar services but different technology stacks, and a lot of those companies have grown to similar sizes. So that's kind of my long-term vision for Appsky. And then kind of related to similar stuff that Maverick Venture Fund is doing, we've actually started launching a new company called Appsky Ventures. And that's really been my personal focus the last year, about a year, of what we're trying to do is create a venture studio that partners with entrepreneurs or individuals or businesses to help develop their product from napkin concept all the way to kind of their seed round or even their exit. So it'd be more of a long-term involvement with partners rather than clients. And we've got a couple of those here in the works, and hope to gain some more cool opportunities in the next couple of years. That will not be a high volume venture, so we'll be very choosy as to the deals that we want to do. We're not in a spot to provide capital investment, but a lot of it will be sweat equity and kind of our expertise around product market launch and digital strategy, and kind of knowing the steps in the pipeline and the right people to talk to in the community. So that's been my big focus, and hopefully the two will kind of, Appsky and Appsky Ventures will wrap into each other over the next couple of years. Maverick Venture Fund 1 was an extremely great opportunity to learn. So we were at kind of a growth stage in our company. We were dealing with some pivots, some financial ups and downs, and it gave our partners and myself an opportunity to help kind of bolster that gap, which actually came in handy right on time when we needed it, which was great. So it helped us kind of keep people on the team and push through a gap that we had experienced in project workload. So that was extremely valuable. And then being able to then participate throughout the year with the Maverick Venture Fund and the students involved there, and allow them to kind of see into a view of how that had affected our company and what happened over the year that they had been involved in that investment. And I think it was a great, rewarding experience. would absolutely do it again with another venture or even Appsky if we have the opportunity. But we have definitely kept it in mind for some of our upcoming projects with Appsky Ventures. And I think, we try to work with a lot of people here in the community, and it seems like that's what MVF does as well. Well, one, if it's not your own money, then, I mean, heck yeah, that makes it even better. But I think it's an amazing opportunity for these students to get a really good look at what it actually takes to run a business. A lot of people have, kind of a grandiose vision of what an entrepreneur life looks like. And at the end of the day, it's a lot of hard work. It's a lot of grind, a lot of ups and downs, a lot of personal victories and failures. And it's very cool that students, which is a big passion of mine, getting students involved earlier, get the opportunity to make actual investments that will impact companies that are related to either UNO or our community over the next couple of years. And hopefully we can see that fund grow to allow students to make even bigger investments to help, startups and scalable technologies and things like that. So generally, I think it's fantastic, and I'm really it exemplifies our motto, which is "Why wait to be great." Yeah, great question. Appsky is all over the internet, so appsky.io is our website. We have a Facebook page, Instagram. We try to keep pretty active on LinkedIn. I think that's probably one of our more engaged online social communities. We also participate in some of the local tech groups and entrepreneur groups, and that's been a little tricky with COVID, but we're trying to stay involved there. Otherwise, my email is just taylor@appsky.io, and feel free to reach out. I'm happy to help however I can.